I've been in business a long time and I've studied really successful entrepreneurs and business owners, and they avoid the 4 classic business mistakes that I've identified. So many business owners make these big boo-boos, and I don't want you to do that. I'm going to break down what are the 4 classic business mistakes in this video. Let's get into it. Now, before we get into these 4 big costly business mistakes that I've identified lots of business owners make, I think we should identify what good looks like. Well, for me, a really good business is something that's an asset. What you need to do is build a commercially profitable enterprise that eventually, after a period of time, works without you in it. Well, how do you achieve that? Well, you need to have a good positive discipline. And the right discipline for building a business is this. You're building a business to sell, even if you have no intention of selling it. And a sellable business isn't a one-man band, it isn't a solopreneur gig, it is a business run under management. After a period of time, you should be sacking yourself from every role in the business, putting key lieutenants of management in place to run the business. And most people don't do that. Let's now look at the first costly mistake that I see so many business owners make. Now, the big mistake that I see so many business owners make is just one revenue stream. This is critically wrong if you're running a business. I want to just talk about this because when I started my business, my first big brick and mortar business was a family entertainment centre. We had one revenue stream. It was admissions for people to come in, and we created sub-revenue streams, birthday parties and group bookings, but it really was just one leisure revenue stream. We had a big building. What I wanted to do was sweat the asset, and I've done this multiple times now. The aim of the game is to build multiple revenue streams that fold into the existing ecosystem. So what I did was I built a day nursery on this leisure business. So I had the leisure revenue stream, and now I had a childcare revenue stream. Now there's many advantages to this because the day nursery needed a commercial kitchen to feed food for it, but I already had that commercial kitchen for the leisure business. The leisure business filled the day nursery up. So there was a crossover of services, but also very different. And that's where an ecosystem really works. So the leisure business filled my day nursery, but the day nursery business was busy at different times to the leisure business. You see, when you find these perfect marriages in business, you can just build yourself up for success. And what I critically done there was create 2 big revenue streams out of the existing overhead. It's a process I like to call, and the pros call it, sweating the asset. So creating multiple revenue streams protects you. It's like an insurance policy on yourself, because if one business isn't doing so well, and I've had that over the years, another one can lift it up while you work out how to fix the existing revenue stream. So to summarize, create multiple revenue streams into the existing ecosystem. Don't just have one revenue stream, it can really hurt you. Now, here's some good news. Amex have created the Business Trends and Insights Hub. This is a resource centre for entrepreneurs and business owners to really grow their business with great articles. Specifically, an article about 6 ways to increase your revenues in your business. Go and check it out. There's a link in the video description. The second classic costly mistake in business is one product or one service. And I've seen this in lots of businesses that we've bought and turned around. The model just wasn't there because they were relying on one product or one service. I bought a 100-year-old ice cream company. Guess what they sold? Ice cream. And they just sold ice cream all year round. But in the winter, no one really wants to buy ice cream. So when I bought the business, I had to repair the model. So I bought a bakery business. That gave us a second product or a second service, but used the existing brand to build that. We also started making other food services products that we could sell to restaurants so that we could even out our turnover. So when one product or service wasn't needed, our customers could hopscotch onto the other, creating an ecosystem of multiple products and multiple services, but under the umbrella of the existing brand. I mean, I don't just go off on a tangent. I want to make sure that the existing customers understand that know, like, and trust us so that we can serve them other stuff because we built that know, like, and trust. Something I've always learned in business. It's so much easier to sell to your existing customers than go and find new customers. And they will probably trust to buy from you other products and services because they know, like, and trust you. So think about that. Don't create one product, don't create one service, create multiple products and services within your ecosystem so that your existing customers can buy more from you, thus increasing your average customer value. And usually the increase in average customer value, a big chunk of that drops to the bottom line in your business. The third costly business mistake, and probably this one is the one that takes most businesses out, is one big customer. I have a very strict rule in my businesses that no single customer should ever be more than 10% of the revenue in my companies. And if they do become more than 10%, you need to go out and find another big customer to water them down. I've dealt with so many business owners that have literally lost their business because they rely on one big key account or one big key customer. And they were so sure they would never lose it because they knew the owner of the business so well. What if that owner sells that business one day? What if that business owner sadly dies one day and the business finishes? Or what if that business goes bust and you're relying on that one big key customer? It is a big folly that so many business owners continue to make. If you've got one big key customer that's more than 10% of your revenue, your primary focus is to shrink the dominance they have over your business if you want to stay in the game. It is probably the most common way that I know businesses go bust, that are profitable, that are doing a really good thing, because they rely on just one big key customer. And here's the next classic business mistake that business owners and entrepreneurs make, is one key lieutenant, one key manager running the business. Now remember, at the start of this, I said that we want to build a commercially profitable enterprise that works without you in it. The most valuable asset that you can build in your business, if you want to sell your business, because remember, we also said the discipline of building a business to sell is absolutely the one that we want to do, even if we have no intention of selling it, is about building management teams. Because if you've got a really good management team, people will want to buy into your business because it's not key driven. It's not run by you, the founder, you, the entrepreneur, you, the business owner. But if you've just got one management person that really runs the whole show, what if they leave? What if they retire? What if they go to a different job or even pass away? All those things have happened to me in my career. So it's really important that you get a whole different suite of management in the business. You might be thinking, well, James, I can't afford to do this. My business has only been going a few years. Well, I'd say this to you. I had that mindset even at the very beginning of my career when I was just 16, 17, 18 years old. Because I think like this, most people overestimate what they can achieve in a year, but underestimate what they can achieve in 10 years. One of the top tips I have, get yourself a notepad and write down what your business looks like when it's finished. Who are the key lieutenants? Who are the key management team? What do they sound like, look like? What do they behave like? What's the culture of the business? So that you know that that's what you're building towards. Then slowly, over a period of 10 years, you've got your commercially profitable enterprise. And if you want to know more about that 10-year formula, we've made a video about that too. There's a link in the video description for you. So what is the theme of this video here? Well, the number one keeps cropping up. One key revenue stream, one big customer, one product or service, or even just one management person. You've got to get rid of that number one. We want multiple revenue streams. We want a brilliant management team that continue running the business for us. We don't want just one product or service or one revenue stream or one big customer. We want to live by the life that I live by. A little bit of money from a lot of people, a lot of the time, into multiple revenue streams that fold into the existing empire with an amazing management team that are running your business. That's how I do it. So avoid those 4 costly business mistakes. Remember, 1 is the worst number in business. If you're liking these videos, I've done lots more videos here on the American Express UK YouTube channel, all designed to help grow your business. Make sure you like and subscribe to this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.